Yes, YouTube, I hope that you're good. Today is all about you. It's about personal performance. It's about personal mastery. I'm a massive believer and seen hundreds of points of evidence with this type of stuff that personal management and personal performance and personal non-negotiables and how you manage yourself and your day and your structure will, without question, undoubtedly dictate how much money you earn and how much you grow your company. So there are rarely any times that I can look at a company and go, right, professionally with acquisition and offer and emails and whatever else, this can't be fixed, right? Genuinely, there's not many occasions I can look at that and go, right, this can't be fixed and this can't be improved. But one thing that you can't control is someone, right? You can't control someone's own non-negotiables. You can't control someone's own mastery, right? I can educate on it. I can give systems and approaches and strategies and guidance and everything else, but your own non-negotiables are completely and utterly a dependent choice on you and you alone. Nobody can teach you that. Nobody can teach you how to be focused all of the time, every single day. No one can teach you how to overcome things that come at your way in business. They can educate you on it, but it's your choice to overcome it. So what I basically want to cover today is basically a step-by-step example on how you can start to master your own non-negotiables. So associated with top flight performance, top flight efficiency, top flight productivity, in essence doing the thing that business needs more than anything, and that is just basically getting shit done on a day-to-day basis, a week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year, and never fucking stopping, because that is bottom line. All of this comes down to whatever it is that you're doing, it just comes back down to getting more shit done at a good quality. Simple as that. So let's hit the board. Right guys, so as a starting point, before anything associated with mastering your own negotiables, it comes down to minimizing distractions, right? I did a call with our community this afternoon on this, and this is why I wanted to do this video. And it was basically a live training on how you create fighting focus. And in that video, I basically explained that it does not matter how many objectives that you have. It does not matter how good your daily routine is. It doesn't matter about how invested you are into your company, your offer, acquisition, sales, content, if you've just got fucking loads of distractions going off. Right, so distractions will come in so many different shapes and forms, guys. Like, this could be your relationship. So it could be a relationship that's not been managed properly. It could be something to do with family. It could be to do with your friends. In essence, guys, it could be so many different elements. It could be something that you're doing, which is a bad behavior at weekends, and you're coming back to Monday feeling shit. It could be the fact that you're getting distracted by like video gaming or being on the computer too late or scrolling through Instagram and doom scrolling. Like, distractions is the one thing that will fucking kill mastery. It will kill your non-negotiables, right? It will kill you trying to hit any type of objectives known to man. So before you even start thinking about, right, I'm going to set a load of objectives and I'm going to adjust my daily routine and do this and do that, I want you to basically look at your life and think, right, what the fuck is actually slowing me down here? What is actually distracting me? There's certain things that we can't control, like babies and kids like I've got now, which obviously is difficult to manage alongside business, but you just find a way to communicate and make sure that you can cope with it. But I'm talking about the stuff where you know that is just a bullshit fucking distraction that is in your way that you don't need to deal with. Because in essence, guys, we need to try and drop as much load as humanly possible. So the way I describe this to our community is basically, if you've got loads of distractions and loads of stuff going off in your head and things are all over the place, it's like carrying a fucking rock up a mountain, right? The business is a mountain and the distractions and problems you're going through is like a massive rock. It's going to slow you down, right? You're not even going to be able to take steps forward. You're not even able to get halfway up because you're just going to be completely and utterly fucked. So in order for us to have really good non-negotiables and really good mastery, it comes down to minimizing as many distractions as humanly possible. How can you make sure that you are waking up every single day focusing on your business growth? Focusing on where you need to go, focusing on becoming better, right? There's going to be points in business where your actions and behaviors towards scaling your company might not align to the things that your friends are doing, your family are doing, or anyone else. That's absolutely fine. You're not the fucking same as them, right? You're an entrepreneur. You're looking to build your own vision in your own company. You don't want to be in the rat race 9 to 5. That's absolutely fine. They can do that, and don't ever let anyone give you any shit about the fact that you want to focus on your business and you want to focus on yourself, right? Because people will do. I've had that myself before. I've had countless friends, I've had countless family members, I've had countless people who have commented and judged my actions and behaviors about wanting to focus on my business and building what I have now today in my life, right? You're going to have that, right? That's a distraction. If you're listening to that, and going ahead with it and going along with it because you just don't want to be feeling judged by other people, that's a distraction, right? So I want you to really sit down and look at your life and look at your day, look at your week and think, right, what the fuck is actually slowing me down here? The next thing from that point is once we've dropped weight, so I basically describe this as someone holding a rock and then a sprinter. Once you've become a sprinter and you've got no distractions, you're like, do you know what? I'm fucking ready and I'm raring to go now because I'm so focused on where I want to go, right? But you need something to actually fucking work towards. And this is an area that I see a lot of people going wrong with, is they actually don't actually set objectives, right? So rather than looking at a mountain, I described it to people. And in this video, I said that imagine a mountain is set up of loads of little tiny rocks, right? And that is basically the mountain that we are facing when it comes to building our businesses, right? Don't think about the fact that you've got to scale that mountain as all in one go. Focus on the objectives that you need to set. So this is a case of just simply setting task lists. So you've got 1, you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? You don't need to think about step 6, 7, and 8. All you need to do is think about getting that one done, getting that one done, getting that one done, getting that one done, and do things in sequence. That's smart scaling. That's my whole system. My whole business is my whole company is built on sequence and smart scaling. That's basically what I believe in, is how I've built my company. But in essence, if you just focus on one objective at a time and tick that box, then you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep accumulating. But if you have minimized your distractions, but you don't actually set objectives and lists, you're going to be someone who's got no distractions, sat around doing fuck all because you're not actually working towards something, right? So we need to make sure that if we are going to do this part and minimize the distractions as much as possible, we are going to maximize our time at the same time by setting clear objections and structures of what we need to do. Right. The next thing that I've got is, and this is this is a personal bias, right? By the way, I'm not saying that you need to have a perfect morning routine. My morning routine has been one thing that has set me up in my career every single day. And if I didn't have my morning routine, I don't think I'd be able to do what I do. But that's just me. I've got ADHD. I need to do certain things in the morning to kind of start my day right. You might be an afternoon person. You might be an evening person, whatever it may be. So for me, when I come in and I have my kind of morning routine, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm waking up and I have a coffee and I sit at the same spot in the morning and basically just have 5 minutes where I'm just having my coffee. I'm not really doing much, right? So caffeine is number one, right? As I'm basically doing that, I will then journal every single morning for 5 to 10 minutes. The reason that I do that is not for fucking crazy level mindset, affirmations and all that shit. It's just to make sure whatever's in my head is on paper, right? That is it. That's the only reason why. It's not because I need to have affirmations or I need to have motivation. I need to do that like you see a lot of people talking about. I do it because I want to make sure what's in my head is on paper so I'm not overly thinking about it, because that there is a distraction for me, right? From that point, I then basically hydrate. So I basically have a litre of water and also creatine and a little bit of carbs as well. So that basically sets me up that I'm hydrated, I've got my creatine in, I've got my carbs in, and I've got a little bit of energy. And for me personally, I have to exercise first thing in the morning. So my daily routine is that every single day. I wake up, have a coffee in the same spot, I journal, I hydrate, I have my creatine, I have my energy, so I feel like my biochemistry good. From that point, I then go to the gym. I either run or I go on the watt bike at home or whatever it may be, right? So that there is the routine I do every single morning without question. I don't fail, because when I've done all that, I'm ready by 7 a.m. to sit at that desk. I swear to God, sit at that desk, don't eat, don't do anything, just drink loads of water, loads of Monsters, loads of coffee, 7 a.m., 5 p.m., don't stop, right? But the only time I can do that is if I've done that in the morning. So my morning routine is like really, really fucking important to me, and I do that even at a weekend. The next thing from that point is thinking about non-negotiables, and that is basically, for me, another one. This is very personal bias, by the way. Non-negotiables for me is also making sure that I have got an organized diary, right? If I have a diary that is absolutely fucking all over the place with shit going off and there's open blocks and everything else, it sends my head into an absolute fucking spin, right? I just can't do it. So I basically have a repeat of my week every single week, and I make sure that every single hour in my calendar has a purpose, right? So whether it is call availability or repeat call bookings or meetings or content creation, content planning, writing emails, content filming, content editing, content saving, I have every single thing in my diary is one of my non-negotiables, because that basically enables me to maximize my time and efficiency. So when I'm looking at this, for example, with you guys, I don't really have distractions. Like, I'm a new dad, which is tough, but don't get me wrong, but I love it because I come home at night and it's a distraction from work. So it's actually fucking perfect. And it's the best that I've felt personally in my life, our life at the moment. So I know that a lot of people might say kids are a distraction, and it is tough, but for me, it's actually probably made me the best that I've ever been professionally, because it allows me to have a mental break. So minimize your distractions. From that point, don't try and maximize your objectives while you've got fucking loads of distractions going off, because you're going to do nothing other than dig yourself a hole and feel absolutely terrible when you're not achieving them objectives. So sort that shit first. What is slowing you down? What is distracting you? What is not good for you? Who is not good for you? Who do you need to stop associating with in order to focus on being the best person you can be for yourself and your business and your family and your future life? From that point, maximize as many objectives as humanly possible. Stop looking at business as a mountain that you need to tackle all at once, and start breaking it down into an individual step-by-step sequence. And that, in essence, again, if you want support with that, that's my fucking business. That's smart scaling, right? From that point, you've then also got repeating a morning routine, which I personally believe is really, really important to set your day up right, because that's a non-negotiable. Because if you set your day up, you're not going to get stuff done. You're going to feel really stressed. And then finally, I would highly recommend making sure that you time block every part of your calendar, so that all you need to do from that point is follow it like a fucking machine and a robot and just get shit done, guys. Yeah, so hope that you enjoyed that one. I know that you'll all have different non-negotiables. That's absolutely fine. Again, that's a personal bias from me, don't get me wrong, but it's something that has really, really helped me in my career, personally, professionally, my mental health, my mental performance, my clarity, achieving my vision, building my vision, everything. So if you liked it, drop it a like. If not, I'll see you on the next video, guys. Appreciate you.